Revolution, also known as Total Core Fitness Bootcamp. I'm going to be talking to you about some 5 quick tips of labeling and serving sizes to make you better understand. One of the things I want you to inform you about, though, besides just the labeling, that's just as important, is the ingredients that are underneath the labeling. Okay, so when you look at the ingredients, it's going to tell you 2 things. It's going to tell you quality of food, and it's going to tell you quantity of food. Okay, most of us don't realize that. So when you're looking at the ingredients, if there's a lot of ingredients that you can't even recognize, you don't even know the name, it's probably a product that you really don't want to ingest. Okay, because half of the stuff is probably chemicals. When you're looking at the quantity of the ingredients, okay, they're always going to put the first ingredient is always going to be the largest going down to the small. So whatever that first ingredient is going to be what's mostly in that product. Okay? So besides looking at that information, now getting into the food labeling, okay, you're going to look at the calories, which everyone goes right to the calories. More importantly from the calories is you're going to look at serving size. Most of the time you will see more than one serving size. For instance, a bag of potato chips, okay, normally having serving size of 6. If you have 120 calories per serving, then you're going to have to multiply that number. So say we all sit down with a bag of chips at night, we want to relax, it's our downtime, we're all known to do this. You're just mindlessly eating, and that's what we have to watch, is mindlessly eating. Before you know it, you ate the whole bag. Now you just ingested 720 calories, and that's probably more than half of your caloric intake for the day. So you need to realize those numbers, okay? Besides that, I'm going to give you 4 numbers really quick that you can just take with you and just remember, okay? It's 4, 4, 9, and 7. Now, 4 calories are going to be in carbohydrates per gram, okay? Also with protein. So those 2 numbers are exactly the same. You have 4 calories per gram of carbohydrates and proteins. Now, 9, which is obviously a much bigger number, is going to be from your fat, okay? So you're going to have 9 calories per gram of fat. And then most of you I know are going to want to not listen to this one, and it's 7 calories per gram in alcohol. And I know that most of you are not just drinking 1 serving of either wine or beer at night, okay? So you have to keep in mind with the caloric intake of those. All right, so that's just some information to take with you. Now, some quick references to go over with you is using portion sizes, okay? If you're not using a weighted scale, which, you know, you can get a weighted scale, they work great, but if you don't have one, judge it with a deck of cards, all right? 3 ounces of meat, 3 ounces of protein is your basic amount that you're gonna be consuming in maybe every meal, okay? Use a deck of cards, all right? You're gonna have for your meats, your chickens, and your fish. If you need to judge a cup of food, all right, you can estimate with a baseball. Use a cup of food. Another thing to keep in mind is when you have your plate out for dinner, half of your plate should be made of vegetables. That's the green leafy things that no one wants to have. Half of your plate should have vegetables. Okay, use the other half, cut that in another half. Okay, that should be your carb and your protein. Better to go with, even on top of that, would be use a smaller plate. Okay, a smaller plate will make the food look a lot more. This way it will give you more to see, and you'll feel like you're getting a lot more, okay? And as well as those vegetables that are high in nutrients, high in fiber, really good for you, they're gonna fill you up as well. So you wanna look for those kind of foods, okay? So now from that point, I'm gonna slightly hit on sugar here. So one teaspoon, I just wanna give you an estimate, 1 teaspoon of sugar, okay, is equal to 4 grams. Now, if you take that number with the carbohydrates being 4 calories per gram, okay, you're looking at 1 teaspoon of sugar equaling 16 calories already, okay? Now, if you want to look at your kids' cereal, here's an estimate for portion as well with the sugar, all right? This is what you're supposed to have, okay? This is 3/4 a cup of cereal. Look on the back, you'll see the serving size on there. This is what you're supposed to have. Now, this is what we normally have, maybe even more, 2 to 3 servings more. So if there's 10 grams of sugar in 1 serving, and you're having 2 to 3 servings more, that's 30 grams of sugar you're ingesting right away, okay? Now, we're gonna get into sugar in our next segment, so I hope this was informational. informational for you. I hope you get something out of it, and I hope you guys have a great day, and see you soon.